to live and have no meaning? What good is it to live and have no meaning? In Him we live, we move, and we have our being. So what good is it to live and have no meaning? What good is love if there's no sacrifice? What good is a servant if he doesn't lay down his life? What profits a man to gain the world? And if he gains the world, he loses his soul, his soul, his soul. To live and have no meaning. What good is it to live and have no meaning? In Him we live, we move, and we have our being. So what good is it to live and have no meaning? Hit me.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know you've seen the topic, and we're going to talk about it today. I want to give a shout out to everybody who's come to join me on this late night show to talk about something very serious in your life. Why do narcissists stay in long relationships? A lot of y'all might be dating narcissists now. And D'Souza, my Switzerland queen. How you doing today, queen? I'm surprised you up. What time is it in the Swiss? Look, this is a I'm eating one of those kids' yogurts. Only bum ass niggas do that. Eating kids' yogurt. Who refrigerated? I went and got this out of. 10 a.m. And you up that early? You up early, D'Souza. Damn, it's 10 a.m. in the Swiss. 10 a.m. in the Swiss. Wonderful. Oh, you didn't sleep yet? Yeah, you must be a soldier. Listen, I'm an old man. I already had to knock down and took my nap earlier. So that's why I'm out here. I'm out here up and at him like, hey, hey, hey. I'm out here feeling like a young man. You know what I mean? And I got the hood nigga starter cap, the starter cap with my Malcolm X peach glasses. Are you following me? Over here is 3:56 a.m. It's about to be 4 a.m. soon. 4 a.m. It's 3:56. I've already slept. Like for real, for real. Like I'm like you see it, I'm juiced up. Like I'm juiced up. Like if you can't tell, I've been on like one Red Bull and I feel like I done drunk like 60 of them shits. But D'Souza, I want to ask you, have you ever been in a relationship with a narcissist? I wonder if any of y'all who's watching or you haven't, that's good. Um, if I tell you this, D'Souza, you probably won't believe me. I you probably won't believe me. I used to be a narcissist, like for real, until I went and got therapy. Sometimes you don't know what you're doing in the midst of something until somebody tells you and wakes you up about the wrongdoings have you done. And sometimes we got to tell our truths and just talk about it. And I've always tried to be an open canvas to the things that I've done wrong so people can learn from me and to understand what to do and what not to do, especially when you're dealing with other people. Because hurt people hurt people. And if you hurt somebody so much, that person can have Stockholm syndrome and doesn't know when to not leave you alone because you hurt them so much and brought their self-esteem so low that they feel like you're the only person that can make them feel anything adequate. So, in the midst of learning why narcissists stay in so much long relationship, I had to take a step back and peep certain things and what I was doing as far as me being a person in my life. And to tell you that certain people are just codependent. Narcissists are very codependent. They can't never do nothing wrong. They play the victim lots of time. And most of the time is deal with their childhood trauma that they um accumulated over the years as kids, of trauma that they have not dealt with their parents, their siblings, or maybe certain things that happened in their life that never had anybody to talk about that. And they bring it on into relationship as adults, hoping that the person that they get will help fix that. Most of the time, narcissist people will be in multiple relationships throughout the year. You can also peep the signs if you're dealing with a narcissist if they blame all their exes. You see how I say exes? That really sounds like bad grammar. You could tell I went to a public school. Lord Jesus. Oh, Lord Jesus. I said exorcist. Like this is like an exorcism or some shit like that. So putting from that point, when you have somebody who blames every past relationship and doesn't take accountability for their own, you dealing with somebody who's a bit self-centered, who plays the victim, and who the world revolves around them and doesn't see the other person as anything but a tool or a comforting machine to their own wrongdoing. Sometimes you can get somebody who's a narcissist who might use people for sex, use people for validation, There's always an ulterior motive there, which most of the time, the person who comes into the relationship with good faith, unknowingly, not knowing that a narcissist is using them for whatever self gratification situation they got going on. It's not your fault. Sometimes I've heard women say, "Oh, we attract what we attract." It's not what you attract. Narcissists will holler at anybody. People holler at anybody. The point is what you allow in your life. That's the most important thing. A person cannot hurt you or do anything wrong to you only if you allow them to. Just as well, same thing as well as success. Nobody can stop success unless you allow them to stop your success. Nobody can stop your growth unless you allow them to stop your growth. As an adult, we are conditioned, especially as people of color, you know what I mean, to use excuses as other people are stopping us from getting to where we got to go. Our mate, our parents, our brothers, our sisters, our friends. When 9 out of 10 times it's you. Sometimes it's a preconceived condition you have in your mentality. You know what I mean? I used to be one person growing up in an impoverished neighborhood. I used to blame a lot of white folks for a lot of things that was happening to me, and I never lived around white folks. I'm for real. This was said, I don't know if you went through this. There was a point where I grew up at. We've never even had interaction with white folks until I became 18. So I was just a subject of poverty, a subject of chance in this situation I'm in. Until you get older and you start to realize, do a lot more reading, do a lot more soul searching, do a lot more traveling, which I have did to get out of the certain mind frame that I got. But I don't want to stir away from the situation is. Have you ever been around somebody that just been so codependent that they need somebody and, you know what I mean, they can't live without them? This is how sometimes a narcissist will come into a relationship. They feel like they're going to die if you're not there, but the whole time they're with you, they're bashing you, talking shit about you to your family and friends, making up all kinds of lies, telling people how you did them wrong in all sorts of matters. The best thing you can ever do is run far, 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 far away from somebody who's a narcissist. They will break down and crumble whatever you think is a reality. Whatever you think is real, you won't think is real after you're dealing with one of them. If you thought the sky was blue, the sky is actually pink. If you think you like lemon meringue, no, you like what they like. You eat what they eat. In all sorts of fashion is an abusive relationship because it has to do with a mental. You know, it's hard to recondition somebody's mind after they've been abused for so long. After they've been told that you're fat, ugly, stupid, unpretty, nobody ever wants you. It takes a long time to get that. That's why I recommend therapy for everybody. Loving yourself is the only key to getting away from anything that's negative, anything that's going to do you wrong, especially being with the wrong person. Insecurity is a big thing. That's why we attract certain people we attract. And some people come in there and do some things. I ain't gonna lie to you. A narcissist might be able to beat that thing in, but at the same time, what about, you know what I mean, the way it goes about as far as his understanding how your reality is. Sometimes I ain't gonna even sit here and lie to you. I feel like I'm just rambling my ass off at times. Oh shit! Oh, you say it's easier to leave. You say it's easier to leave in the beginning before you develop feeling and lose yourself. 100%. D'Souza, you telling the truth. Sometimes it's hard to leave. You want to know something? A lot of us are scared to be alone. That's why we stay in ungrateful relationships and be in them for so long. I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm scared to be alone. Very, very scared. But sometimes I'm also scared of commitment as well. You got a lot of people like that, so you're caught in limbo. Literally caught in limbo. Who you know what I mean? As far as just like, hey, I don't want to be by myself, but I don't want to commit. A lot of us think the grass is greener on the other side. I wonder if all y'all who's watching this video, have you ever felt like that? If the grass was greener on the other side, or if you scared to be alone. You can be honest. Nobody's not gonna crucify you here about that. You know? You know what I mean? And that's the thing. Funny enough. The sister said, why you up? It's 10 o'clock. Everybody sleep. And then so when everybody sleep, when everybody up, the sister said, you'll be sleep. And then when you wake up, it'll be already nighttime, and then it'll be jumping here in the States. Oh man. These are some, yeah. Who's the other two people in the besides this Sousa? Drop your name in the chat. I want to thank y'all for coming and joining with me. The other two people. Trying something new. I wonder how my camera look. Do I look a little bit clearer? I got that ghost effect though. That ghost effect though. So you see, like when you got conversations like these, lots of time it's good to have like a panel of people, because I honestly would love to hear the opinion of women, because I know mainly women has dealt with men with narcissistic behaviors. Men too. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Fresh sounds. That camera look clear. Yeah, boy. Listen, 720p is much better. Yo, I'm actually using a new feature. Hey, D'Souza, the shit that you learn on. Listen, thank you. D'Souza, I love you, man. Yo, I fought with you, man, because you support everybody over here, man. When you gonna start a YouTube channel, D'Souza, so we can support you, so we can drop them cash apps over. I don't know if y'all take cash app, maybe some PayPal's. Where you at in the Swiss? Yeah, boy. Yo, that's why it's important to have a community. And you say never. I like being invisible. I understand that. I definitely understand that. You don't. So basically, you're not the type of person I like to be in the limelight. You done. So you don't like all that attention and stuff like that. Mm. But that's crazy though. But you be supporting this who say you be supporting, girl. Like you be really like riding for us, and you want to be invisible. Would you ever come to the States? You say no, not even pics. I ain't gonna like that though. I like that. That just says you. No, yeah. I'm just saying. I think you're a cool person. I'm asking in the future, like you seem like a real cool. You seem like a real down to earth person. So it would be nice, if God willing in the future, if we, to meet you. Or shit, we'll come to Switzerland so I can get me a Swiss bank account and put all these chaos culture millions in there. Chaos culture millions in there. Then I'll go to the French Riviera. You know what I'm saying? And ball out. And ball out. The shit you learn on YouTube, boy. Lord Jesus. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm. So, so damn boy. Hey, the Sousa, fresh sound. Y'all got me cheesing over here, boy. When y'all say that camera look crispy, y'all got me cheesing. Does that mean I'm a real content creator now? Tell me, does that mean I'm a real content creator? To make that camera so crispy? To make that camera so crispy? That should mean I'm a real content creator. Lord Jesus. Oh my God. I say, shit, does that mean I'm a real content creator? You could tell me I'm so ghetto, boy. I'm putting this lotion on while I'm doing this live stream. Yeah. Shout outs to Fresh Sound. Shout outs to the Sousa. The Sousa. Listen, the Sousa, I fuck with you so much. I'm gonna listen. The Sousa, I fuck with the Sousa. I fuck with you. I'm gonna go get a Rwanda passport. That's how much I fuck with you. I'm serious as hell. That's how much I fuck with you, Queen. I'm gonna go get a Rwanda passport to show you how much I fuck with you. I'm gonna go get a Rwanda. Listen, we're gonna go show love. That shit got me. Hold on. Hold on. That lotion got me glowing a little bit. Got me glowing a little bit. Yeah, like got me glowing a little bit. I am crazy. Oh yeah. Yeah. This is listen. I am. Listen, I'm gonna go get a Rwanda passport, baby. Cause of you. Now I put on my old listen, I took out the Malcolm X glasses and got the old man glasses on. Got the old man glasses. And notice one thing. I don't drink out of plastic cups, just only iron. It's only iron. Yeah. All I need to know when I go to Rwanda, I just ask them what tribe I'm in. That's all you gotta tell me. Just pick me, just put me in the tribe. Put me in the chart so I can show y'all some love. That's it. Matter of fact, let me not say that because I'm going to sound crazy if I say that. The matter of fact, I was going to say something that's you sound. It's going to make me sound crazy if I say it. I say, matter of fact, I'm Rwandan after today. That's how much love I got. I'm half Rwandan. I'm half Rwandan and half U.S. That's what I'm banging right now. Other than that, everything don't make no sense. Late night show. Late night show. If you're dating a narcissist, you would know. Run, stay far, far away from them. Lord Jesus, stay far, far away from them. That camera too crispy, man. I'm just that camera too crispy. Hold on. East African beauty. Hold on 1 minute. Yeah, we live in Florida. I'm in Florida, D'Souza. I'm in Florida. Um, it's I don't know what you call it. Like I don't know what you compare it to. Like sunny beaches, fresh food. Most people don't go to work here. They're like honestly, D'Souza, D'Souza. I'm gonna let them take you. Want to laugh, D'Souza? Hey, fresh sounds, urban noise. Tell them what. Tell them where I make me at. D'Souza, between me and you, they're my family members. A lot of people don't know that. I'm actually, yeah, I'm actually related to them. Blood by blood, by blood. They go way back. we go back like lawn chairs. That's how way back we go. The old lawn chairs too. We talking about the 1970s. Yeah, their grandmother is my aunt. You know what I mean? But it's the African way, baby. The Sousa. Yeah, we go back like car seats and spinal cords. Yeah. The Sousa. Susa, I want to dedicate a song to you. Now, mind you, I don't know what the song says. I don't know what the song says, and I just like how it sounds. Maybe you could, tell it. And if I get a copyright, I don't care. You never know with black people, for real. Yeah, you never know. But they're actually my family members. They actually, they actually was the, to be all honest with you, they actually was the inspiration to this YouTube channel. Um, to the YouTube channel, to the podcast, to a lot of other things that we did. You know what I mean? When you got, there's Susa and my family, my particular immediate family, it's a lot of women. There's only two boys. I got an older brother and me. So I don't have like little brothers. I'm older than them. So you can imagine when you got them, you got other men in the house you can run things by. And you can feed off their energy. So that's always been a blessing. That's why I think that's the one thing about having family. Um, you don't ask for them, but you wouldn't trade them for nothing. That was a little sentimental there, but sometimes I have to get that out at times. You know, get that out at times. Yeah. Let me dedicate a song to you, girl, for representing for us, for representing for the states. You representing with us. The Sousa, the Sousa. If we get a bag, if this YouTube channel get a bag, um, we'll have a Chaos Culture Radio Switzerland. We'll have an office in Swiss. If the bag is big enough, you're gonna run Chaos Culture Radio Switzerland. No, 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 no. How about this? Yeah. They know. No, that's not too personal. Here's the thing. Um, Listen, I've always so let me break this down to you. I've always been a good person, but in relationships. Before in relationships, there was some narcissism there. And through praying, through God, and through going through therapy, realizing the negative effects that my mentality would do to things. I had to do a whole 360. Now, mind you, and family is different compared to like one-on-one relationships. You feel what I'm saying? This is something that I know that when I was having relationships with women, I noticed that I was being very codependent. A lot of men is not going to be able to admit to that. I needed to be in a relationship to feel adequate. And mind you, listen here, I came from a two-parent household. But I'm also going to tell you that growing up in a different culture, because I don't know if you know this too, this Susa, but we're not technically Black Americans. Like, I don't know if you heard me and only Jordan is, but me and Ronnie, our parents are from another country. No, not with friends. Not no. Um, Let me say, not with family. Not with family. Friends and relationships. Friends and relationships. And I'm saying that, but who knows? In my family, they probably might say that. Who knows? It all depends on the individual. I'm just saying that I think I was self-aware when it comes to like relationships in friends and stuff like that, where I felt like it was mainly about me and I couldn't see it from another person's perspective. And at times I would be very sensitive about things that people would tell me and go pop off the handle. Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah. We talk like Black Americans, but we're just what you say, what, new generations, but our parents are from another country. They're from a third world country. Listen, Sousa, listen, I bet you any amount of money my mother can cook the way your mother cooked outside with branches and bricks. My cousins can tell you. My mother still cooks outside with sticks and branches and make a full plate and make a full meal. Like at her age. We're the Americans. We're the American dream, but our parents are foreigners and all right. Yeah, our parents are foreigners and all right in a sense. Yeah. Yeah, we're just born here, but our parents are foreigners. Yeah. Hold on, girl. Let me dedicate a song to you. That's so son. Let me dedicate a song to you. You might laugh when I dedicate. Listen, I don't know what the song means, but I just thought it was nice to show you some love.
umuzinga ibikapu tugiye kuminara gukorera do gahunda ubundi ku mipaka uzana ububona uratahira so iyi movie irakora ibara ni rimwe kabiri ugatahana data ndimo mbabara nyamara mbakora mu buke n'imanukira itagengana no guhabaho umuriro watse mba ngomba kuhaba izo ndege zo nsaka mu mavisa na gusara mpadika mu waki uti wewe munize umwanya mbanage n'ibyanyu sha mu mizo speaker nzikorera ibyazo mubyange mubyumve mukabyine baba wemba hate diriri bagiye bicu wemba sigira isomo bafatikaye bisake bapeye twikomereze tubakirizeho umuriro ukaze n'igihugu turaje tutishegeze igita kuba bambe bafite gahunda nibere ku myuka unyitambika hasi gakuka ubu nitita kuba bambe bafite gahunda nibere ku myuka unyitambika hasi gakuka abafunzemo neza tugende usinga ibikapu tulenge tujye kubahereza ibyabo tubakore mu mukwabo we uti we uti we abafunzemo neza tugende usinga ibikapu tulenge tujye kubahereza ibyabo tubakore mu mukwabo we
kanageze abahanzi bahabinjyana ni badman cave urabizi mba nirukanka izi bishi zinini zibashika n'abiceri nizikanjika kandi batoze gupatika maniga uruhinja ish muri game inzoka mbi wabuze iva muri gihe nimba trapish muri venzi ngo nayo inka zikima muri lake lompe na posi yoka nk'ay'igikombe day night tuna party hard breakfast like anajika manigas lick turimo ni worldwide bench muri bo baroga big proof dore trapish muri big book nkora rap shit kuri big kush trapish muri hasi
nitita ku bapampe bafite gahunda imbere ku myuka unyitambika hasi gakuka ubu nitita ku bapampe bafite gahunda imbere ku myuka unyitambika hasi gakuka abafunzemo neza tugende usinga ibikapu tulenge tujye kubahereza ibyabo tubakoremo mukwabo we
Wait.
abafunzemo neza tugende usinga ibikapu tulenge tujye kubahereza ibyabo tubakoremo mukwabo
Wait. Wait. I fought with that. I rock with that joint. Yo. Yeah. Anything for you, Queen. Here's another thing you don't know. I'm a very avid. I love all kinds of music. So I always listen to music from the motherland. I love it. So that's why I say it was funny when you say that, because I listen to Afrobeat. I listen, I'm a big Fela Kuti fan. Plus, I like Burna Boy and all the others. I love them too, but I like the underground. I love the underground. That's no problem, Queen. I love the underground stuff. Listen, it's a beautiful thing. Culture is beautiful, man. Like, if I was to get into the music business, I would sign a bunch of acts from Africa. I definitely would sign and try to make a mainstream here in America. But yeah, I'm a big Afrobeat fan. Big. I don't know if you would call that African drill, but I love African rap. You know what I'm saying? I just love everything Africa, to be honest with you. I can't help it, though. I can't help it. That's just a big disposition of mine. I love everything Africa. Everything Kente cloth. Everything Kente cloth. Everything on everything, listen, everything on the east and the west. Hey, it's so crazy. I lived in Massachusetts, where we have a big population of East Africans. Now, it's funny you say that. Now, typically you meet Nigerians. I'm like Nigerians. I used to work for a Nigerian limo driver, but I met a lot of East Africans, Tanzanians, Kenyans, Somalians, Eritreans, and stuff like that. So, Sudan and stuff like that. And I was just like, then I found out what very connected to music. That's how we told our stories. That's how we passed down. Everything was what they call that, through verbal. Music is always going to be here for thousands of years, and they've been here thousands of years. Song and prayer and stuff like that. But song and prayer and stuff like that. But to the point that I was getting is hold on, we got another person that came in here prior before everybody. So the new person that's in here, we're talking about why narcissist stays in long-term relationships. I know you've seen the title, I know you've seen the thumbnail, and you might be in a narcissistic relationships. There's tools and things you can learn about knowing that if the person you're dating is a narcissist. And the gist of the whole thing is run far, far, far away from it. Please run far, far, far away from it. Now, and understanding that narcissists have a control over your life, that you feel like you have shackles on your feet and you're drowning in water, just like when the mob were putting cement boots on people. But back to you, D'Souza. And I wanted to just say that to that particular person with that. Back to you, D'Souza. Um, I don't know if you know what EAB means. And this is what the girls in Massachusetts from East African Beauties, EAB. I learned that. So I'm really good friends with a lot of Somalians and some Eritreans. And I even fell in love with one. I even fell in love with one. A Somalian. I even fell in love with one. But the whole culture thing was kind of like, at that time I wasn't Muslim, and a lot of yeah, they was very endowed in their Muslim faith, and some of them, and I don't know if you can attest to this. Some of them, I know a lot of them would date out of their tribe, but culturally, certain tribes want you to date within the tribe, and I think that was kind of maybe the reason why me in this particular, I've never really particularly tried to advance on her. You know what I mean? Because her brothers was there all the time. You know what I mean? She had a wali, and you couldn't really go out. That whole thing with being Muslim. I don't know if you're Muslim, D'Souza, or you're Christian, because I don't know particularly what the religion is in your country, the main religion is. But this person was Muslim, and I was very fancy of her. I was very fancy of her. Me and her was really cool. I thought she was really nice. She dressed it like an American most of the time, and then there was times she put on her hijab and stuff like that. But the whole culture thing kind of like blocked that. So I really never. I don't even think she knew that I had a fancy for her, because I'm a very private person, and I usually come off kind of like very closed off. So I don't really show. I try not to show that emotion to give people a oh, my family is Christian, but I'm an atheist. Oh, that's no problem, baby. You have your own way of religion. And listen, we accept you. Listen, sweetheart, I accept you just the way you are. Everybody have their own beliefs, and as long as you are happy, that's all that really matters. You know. So that's all that really matters to me. I ain't gonna love you no different. That autofocus is serious though. Not to get off topic. You respect our religion. Same here. Same here. Same here. Um, so to get back to that, I wasn't Muslim, and for a point of time when I realized that the type of person, yes, I did like her. We were friends. I did like her. I did like her. I did like her. We was casual. We was just casual with each other. You know what I mean? But I liked her personality, and she was very nice, very welcoming. um, she did something to me that I'm like, oh, like I took a step back. There was not to give out too much information because I don't know if she'll ever see this video, but that was like 20 some odd years ago. Um, there was a little function there, and I don't know, I was just standing around, and she had brought me a plate of food without me asking her to do that. So when people do things like that, it shows a sign of like, okay. So I didn't know, like I didn't take that to the point. I was like, oh snap. Like she brought me some food. I didn't ask her to do that. I didn't ask her to do that. Or she spoke to me and yeah, I didn't ask her to do that. So did that, yeah. I was a little bit younger. I was older than her. Older than her. She was a little bit tad younger than me. And we talking about 15 years ago. I was still an adolescent. I was wild too. That's another reason why I didn't really try to pursue her, because I was really on some dumb stuff. Like I was really on some dumb stuff. The funny thing is, and I don't know if a lot of y'all can agree with this, when you're young, there's a lot of toxic negative things that you take in ideologies that you think is right until you get older. And you start to say, damn, did I really did that at that age? Or was I really on that goofiness? You know what I mean? A lot of stuff I thought was okay, I should have been going to jail for it. Now that I'm older, I think it's only the right of God that's keep me here safe and flowing. That's why I put God in everything, put God in front of everything. And understanding that, that not everything's gonna stay the same. And when you have an opportunity to change your life, you can do that. Me understanding and being self-aware of the type of person I was to people, and me seeking to go get therapy made me a better person. I'm able to wake up in the morning and go get a cup of coffee with no problem. I'm saying that with a serious face. Because here, De Sousa, my cousins can tell you this. My main goal in life is not to be rich, is not to be wealthy, is not to drive a bunch of Lambos, is not to have a big house. All of that is going to be given to me by God. If God want me to have that, he's going to give me that. My main focus to become is a better man, a better brother, a better son to my mother and father, a better cousin to Fresh Sounds and them, and I hope I am. And understanding that I'm a work in progress every day, but I mean well. I'm just as flawed as everybody else. I make mistakes. I might talk out my ass at times, but I mean well. And my number one goal is to be a better husband. I want to be a good husband to a woman. Um, I want to be a good husband, a good provider, a good protector. And this is why I take marriage very seriously. And I try to prepare myself to get to that point where I can be able to provide a lot on the table for somebody that I want. I want, in the real world, I would love to marry an African woman from the continent. In the real world, but whatever God gives me, I'm gonna be blessed with, and thank God for the queen that's gonna be. But I wouldn't mind me marrying an African woman. I'll let her eat me some food, some fufu, some jollof rice, and fufu and cassave. I want to be able to sit outside, eat with my hand. I'm a foreigner. I just sound like an American. Are you bringing her to the U.S.? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Listen, De Sousa, The only way I would bring her to the U.S., she has to give me 4 kids. 4. I'll only bring her there if she gives me 4. Then I know that she might think twice about leaving me. Because they can come here and get affected by this American stuff, man. The Sousa. People get turned out here. People get turned out here. The Nigerian girls, they're not always all Nigerian here. They're Nigerian, they're American Nigerians. They don't even speak their native tongues at times or wear their native clothes. Only when it's time to get wedding, you start throwing a couple dollars. It's scary to bring somebody from another continent over here. You don't spend a couple grand. I'll be scared to do some shit like that. Yes, it is a bad idea to bring her here. Listen, but if we have 4 kids, I'm not going to have no choice. If you have kids, you're not going to have no choice. If you want them to have a better education, you're going to have to bring them here at some point when they start popping out babies. And I do got somewhat of a plan though. Like I probably would make her live in another country and with the finances I have and have them have the babies there. And then she'll go back and forth from that country to that country. And when it's time to bring the kids over, get the paperwork done. And you're going to have to bring them some one day. You're going to have to. I don't see it no other way. You'll be a narcissist not to bring them. After you have kids, you got no choice. If she leaves you, she leaves you. But the kids will be here with you, and you can be able to give them a better life or be able to give them a better schooling. Because you know the others, if you want them to get the top notch, is only. But of course, you're American. What I don't know if you know this. All it takes is for one of the parents to be American. No matter where the kids are born at, they get automatic citizenship. It's just the person who's American just has to fill out the paper. Yeah. So you're going to have to bring them here. I don't see no other way around it. I don't. It'll be crazy not to bring them here. I wouldn't mind if the kids are here, then I would bring them here. I'm not going to leave them there to suffer and not give them a good life and put them in the crib. But of course, you got to bring the lady here so she can enjoy. Here's one thing I would do that I don't think a lot of passport bros are talking about, but this is the African in me. The Sousa. If I'm with a woman and me and her together and we have kids, I'm going to make sure that her mother and father are straight. Regardless, like wherever her parents are at and she leaves and I'm in a financial position, I'll be sending a monthly stipend to go over there. Maybe fix up the house, get him a vehicle. You know what I mean? I think that, that's the African in me, though. That's stuff that African people do. We make sure the whole family is straight. The whole structure is straight. So if I do marry somebody from another country, I will make sure that her family is straight. The mother, the father, you know what I mean? Build the house up, put a bathroom, Wi-Fi, whatever I have to do. Like, you'll make sure the family is straight. Because the thing about it is too, it's easy to touch. It's easy. There's certain things you can do. De Sousa. That statement you said is 100% correct, but that is inevitable. Because I'm gonna tell you why. People get used here. People get used in America. Listen, America's the finesse capital of the world. America's finessing other countries. We steal all your, listen, we go to your country and steal all your minerals and finesse you. And then when the men gets there, they leave babies there and forget the babies was even born. You know what I mean? I'm not going to mention the other countries that do it in Africa because I don't want the channel to get flagged. We're finesse. So somebody's going to use you. But here's the thing, though. You're going there for an ulterior motive. There has to be a compromise or a give and take situation. If I know I want to have kids and I want my kids to come from a good home, I'd rather have it with a woman with a little bit of culture or a little bit of a set. And this is why I say that when you get a woman of culture or a woman who abides by the strict rule, even if she might not love you, she still want to make sure the family is straight. There's women who are in long-term relationships due to the fact that they're of their tribe or their religion. I believe there was a lot of Muslim women would leave their husband if they wanted to, but you'll be disowned by the family. I know that's wrong, but hey, so it's a give and take situation. If I'm with somebody and we together for a couple years and she fulfilled that purpose of me wanting to be a father and stuff like that, and she take $1 million out the bank, a lot of them kids are biologically good. God gonna make it straight. I got the kids. Because let me tell you something, D'Souza. I'm gonna tell you something that's gonna be posted on my tombstone. Life is about people. Life is about people. Life is about people. I'm saying it 3 times like Umar Johnson. Not about me. I would not know. But let me tell you something. Here's one thing too. For the kids to get their citizenship, you got to do a DNA test. I can't just bring them over without doing a DNA test. The United States they want to make sure the kids belongs to you. So if the kids come out not being mine, then that's on you. But here's the funny thing too. Would you want to disgrace your family's name, your tribe's name, your honor by pulling a stunt like that? A lot of people ain't. Listen, to be even labeled a whore in a third world country is a death sentence. To be even labeled promiscuous in a very religious, strict country is a death sentence. D'Souza, I'm 41. And if you might not know my age, I have no kids. My brother did not have his first kid until he was in his 40s too. His daughter's 12 now. He's 50. And this is first child. That's still his first child. My mother did not play that. My mother is very Christian. Not the play Christians. Not the play Christians. We're talking about singing hymns, going to church 2 to 3 times a day, like for real Christian. I'm still alive due to her prayers. Alhamdulillah. So I am very conscious about the way I present myself on the street, because at the end of the day, your last name means everything when you are a African descent, or just anybody, to be honest with you. Thank you. Yeah. So when you meet somebody who comes from a strict background, perception is everything. The way you present yourself, you want your name to, listen, if you care about your mother and father, you're not going to, first off, let's say this for an example. If she doesn't like me and she comes from a strict background, she's not going to pursue me in any romantic way. She's going to say, hey, you're not my type. Regardless if I'm an American or I got bags, if she comes from a strict background, she's not going to involve herself in me knowing that she can't make this work and then go back and make her family look bad. Also remember, the brothers, the uncles and stuff are involved too. This is why it's important to deal with somebody who's family oriented. When there's trouble amongst you and your wife, I've seen videos where in Nigeria where the men have a discrepancy with the wife, the uncle on both sides, the father on both sides, and the mothers on both, they all get together and try to solve that. We don't have that here in America. Sometimes these girls be having babies with dudes, and the daddy never even met the guy before. They don't even know that. For heaven's sakes. They listen, some women have kids here, don't even know the family members of the mother on the other side. I come from a very close-knit family, dear Susa. Anybody who marries me has to meet everybody. They gotta meet you. Ask Fresh Sounds. Ask Urban Noise. I don't come from no I'm not scattered. It's a lot of dots behind my name. I got a lot of cousins, a lot of nieces, a lot of nephews. Like it's a very big family, and we are very close knit. So I meet somebody, you got to meet my mama. My mama and daddy still together. They've been together 41 years. Why would I take somebody who's not family oriented? We got to sit down and eat dinner. My brother's wife, mother and father comes here regularly to see us. We sit, eat dinner with them. We hang out. Their family. This is how we do. It'll be hypocrisy to get into a situation with somebody where you can't even speak to their daddy. That's why, regardless if we here in America, there's a lot of African ways we handle stuff here. And we're not, and I don't want, and listen, I try to be respectful and say we're not Africans. I would never say that. You know what I mean? Because we're, 3 generations removed. My family's from the diaspora, not from the motherland. The motherland is God. So I look at you as being Rwandan as God, or you being a Somalian as God, because you know what I mean? Because we don't know a lot of our history. Hey, D'Souza. Hey, listen. That Meghan and Harry stuff goes so deep. Where the queen, before she even died, said that Archie was not going to get no protection. He'll get a title, but he wasn't going to get the full benefits because of the stain. That ain't no problem. He'll be the Prince of the United States. Queen, like Archie could come. Listen, his mama from the States, so Archie good. America's going to be racially ambiguous at one point. It's going to get to that point. Man, my alarm going on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I want us to think about that. D'Souza, I know you're gonna get married though. The way you be talking, you sound like you're a wife. Sound like you're a wife. And you sound like you're a hard worker. If you up this morning, if you up early this morning, you must be got money on your mind. Yes, it is sad, but hey, you choose what you want to choose. Everybody got to grow up. That's why I say if the family not, that means the family not tight like that. My cousins, I've stopped talking to dudes because of them. That's how much love I got for them. I will never trade something that God gave me for free for something I got to pay for. That was a quotable. That was a Facebook quotable. Even though we don't drop Facebook quotables anymore. I would never turn away. I would never give something away for free to get something I got to pay for. I want people to understand it. Just like D'Souza, you here with me, rocking out with me. You've been number one here. If I had 40,000 subscribers, I'm gonna still say D'Souza, Switzerland, not Swaziland, but Switzerland. D'Souza. Tell me about it. D'Souza, I've been on a little minute though. It's time for me. Time for me. It's actually time for me to go get a cup of coffee. Actually, it's time for me to go get a cup of coffee. Whew. I don't want to end the live because I love hanging out with y'all. I do. I really do. Good night, Queen. Hey, D'Souza, if I hit the bag, baby, I'm coming. I'm coming to Switzerland, and we're gonna have tea and crumpets. Tea and crumpets. I might tell you to take the tram. I've been on an hour and a half. You all right? D'Souza, I might take you to take the train and meet me in London. How far are you from London, D'Souza? So we can eat some tea. Listen, meet me in London so we can eat some fish and chips. Fish and chips. So I'm out. D'Souza, I love you. D'Souza. Fresh sounds in the building. Thank you so much. I want to thank for everybody rocking with Chaos Cultural Radio. I hope these tapes are here for thousands of years. And whoever sees this in a far distant planet, make sure if you find anybody that's related to me, buy him a space yacht and get him a lot of guns. Give us a planet too. Yeah, give us a planet. Yeah. Now I'm rambling. All right, people. Let me lean over. Let me lean over. Let me lean over. Oh, matter of fact, listen, I didn't even do this. People, and this is for the rebroadcast. When y'all see this, support the machine. Get us so we can get a studio so I can go to Switzerland All right, get us a machine so we can go to listen. We could set up Chaos Culture Radio Europe. Chaos Culture Radio Europe. Love y'all.